it is public knowledge. It is a public knowledge that the March 2019 general election brought to an end a reign of one government cycle in the state and ushered in a new set of people piloting the hands of affairs of the state today. This explains why Kwara State Assembly enjoyed a monotonous representatives in terms of political party occupying the 24 seats until recent when court of competent jurisdictions are declaring some seats in favor of the present-day major opposition party PDP as winners in elections. We at Kwara Agenda are not interested in what political parties do to themselves, but we are interested in how their actions and inactions may affect the social, cultural, political well-being of the entire populace. 3. You will all recall that on the 17th day of September 2018, an election petition tribunal sitting in the Ilorin headed by Justice Mariam M. Ismail, after establishing the fact that the APC had no candidate for the State Assembly election held on March 9, 2019, sacked Honorable Shehu Sulaiman Abdul Salam, aka Sule Simenti, of All Progressive Congress APC from the House of Assembly. And ordered the rerun election in Ilorin South State constituency within 3 months. Justice Mariam also ruled that INEC should withdraw his certificate of return immediately from Honorable Abdulaziz Oluwaniwo, who was fraudulently smuggled into the assembly by APC to replace the real candidate, Shehu Suleiman Sule Simenti. Consequent upon this ruling, the litigant Honorable Jima Rahim Agboola proceeded to the Court of Appeal, Ilorin Judicial Division, and pray that he be declared winner of the elections, having came second runner-up and with the voting spread stipulated by law. 4. On the 12th of November 2019, the appeal court headed by Justice Ama Barka H. KWHA voided the tribunal ruling on fresh election and declared Honorable Jima Rahim Agboola winner. The judge, in his ruling, ordered INEC to immediately issue Agboola with a fresh certificate of return after declaring him validly elected member of representing Ilorin East, Ilorin South at the House. The court also declared that the occupation of the House of Assembly by Honorable Abdulaziz Oluwanilo is illegal and that he should vacate the House immediately. The election umpire, INEC, had complied with the ruling of the appeal court, which is the bus stop where litigations and legislative elections terminated, and issued Honorable Jima Rahim Agboola certificate of returns. The House of Assembly Speaker had refused to allow the winner entry into the Assembly complex, let alone sworn in as ordered by the court. After a series of drama, Agboola was served with court notice which indicated that Honorable Abdulaziz Oluwanilo had approached the Federal High Court seeking protection against his sack, even though this was against the usual practice. Honorable Agboola submitted himself to the law and made representation of an organization. As an organization, we have written all the security outfits in the state, drawing their attention to this lawlessness and urging them to advise the government to do the right thing. We, out of our magnanimity, gave the government 48 hours to ensure the Honorable is sworn in, but all our calling have fallen to deaf ears. Gentlemen of the press, our conclusion as a group is that the security agencies in the state have also conspired with the enemies of democracy, and that they have kept on protecting those that are abusing their offices to deny the people of Ilorin South their representations at the House. We therefore wish to state categorically that Kwara State House of Assembly and the Speaker Yakubu Danladi have successively turned Kwara to a lawless state by the continuous perpetration of contempt act against authority of courts. The Speaker, by this act, has declared himself as enemy of law and order in the state and have collapsed the system of a state of anarchy, collapsed the system of a state of anarchy. As an organization, we join other sister organizations and well-meaning forums to condemn this act of impunity and legislative rascality being exhibited by Honorable Yakubu Danladi, who is expected to be a responsible lawmaker, but this turned himself to a lawbreaker. We shall lead in other civil society organizations. We shall lead other civil society organizations and local groups, including youths, who have shown frustration at this development on a massive protest to occupy the State Assembly any moment from now. Gentlemen of the press, since the Speaker, Honorable Danladi, have made peaceful resolution of this matter unachievable, he has automatically made other means of agitation inevitable. Since the House of Assembly belongs to the people of Kwara State, under which Ilorin South people fall, we will be mobilizing massively in partnership with other organizations to occupy the State House of Assembly and demand the respect of standing order of court.